Greetings, conscious earthling weirdos. My tribe, my kindred, you old kindred souls. I hope you are well. I always hope that you are well, taking care of yourself, physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually. I'll send you so much good energy, so much love energy, so much heart energy, so much truth energy. And I thank you so much for yours. I'm so grateful for you. You have no idea. Those of you who have been reaching out to me, those of you who are new, who I have been meeting along my path, so grateful for you. Oh my gosh. My eyes are just being opened up all the time to new stuff to think about this week. This week has been a big one, okay? This week's been a big one. I'm a little fired up, or I'm not gonna lie. I had to go to court today on some bullshit, okay? On vaccinating my 17-year-old Chihuahua who's blind, deaf, toothless, giant tumor hanging off of his butthole. Going up against my county, man, I tell you, they're just backing me into a fucking corner. Like, backing me into a corner. County and animal control. Like, just for money. It's all about money. All they want is money. All they want is money. I'm really ashamed at animal control. They're supposed to be, looking out for the welfare of animals. They're not supposed to be siding with the county to instill like all these fees and fines on people. For what? For what? I don't know. Anyway, I know people got bigger fish to fry. Melody, if you see this, I'm rooting for you, sister. Sister, I know what you're going through. I know what you're going through because this justice system, just as bad as the pharmaceutical industry, just as bad, worse, really, because they've been fucking controlling us against our will for a very, very long time. It kills me how people, don't even realize this. That's why this is the Great Awakening. That's why this is the Great Awakening, because we're going to start waking up and realizing, hey, we don't need to be controlled. What is this? It's all about money. It's all about money. This justice system, all about fucking money. That's all it is. They don't care about anything but money. Fees here, fees there, fines here, fines there. It's fucking garbage. It's fucking garbage. A lot of people don't realize that we are fucking slaves. We are slaves to this socioeconomic caste system. We're slaves to this justice system. We're slaves to big pharma. We're slaves to the corporations, the major corporations, this major corporation called the United States. We're all just fucking slaves to them. In this beautiful Great Awakening, we're going to start waking up and realizing we don't need them to control us anymore. Which leads me to my second thing today. It's like totally firing me up, okay? Of course, these tyrants are firing me up big time. Big time. I was all fired up in the courthouse talking to these poor people behind the counter like, I don't even know why I'm here. I don't even know why I'm here. Blah, blah, blah. This is bullshit. Like, I wasn't swearing at them. And of course, I would always follow up with like, I'm so sorry. I know you're just trying to do your job, right? You order following motherfuckers. Order followers. The positive spin on this, right? If you work in the justice system or in big pharma and the medical industry, you are the change. You are part of the change. If you don't agree with these shenanigans that are going down, you are part of this change. The biggest change will come from within when these fucking Nazi order followers decide, hey, this isn't right what you're doing to people. Unfortunately, there is a lot of narcissism. A lot of narcissism within our medical industry and a lot of narcissism in the justice system. Which is what they want, of course, the cabal, this narcissistic cabal. They want these fucking AI transhuman bots running their system. They have no fucking empathy for anyone, for the little peons that are just roaming this earth. They're either comfortable in their slavery or just following orders. Or they like it. They're malignant narcissists who like that power. They like it. That small percentage of people, those sovereign beings like you and me, who are in this system, intertwined in this system. I'm not intertwined in the system, but if you work in the justice system, if you work in the medical industry or the pharmaceutical industry, you are the change. You are part of the change. I had the absolute pleasure of meeting a wonderful, knowledgeable, insightful, empathetic, beautiful, like strong ass feminine energy doctor this week. My goodness, if you see this, I don't even know your name. I think you might see it because I know you subscribed. You are the change. You are the change. You use your voice. We need to use our voices and make these changes happen, even if it means giving up everything that we've ever worked for. Sacrifices. It might mean that we need to make sacrifices. Look at this freaking cat, I swear. What are you doing? Oh, geez. We all need to make sacrifices. We're all going to have to make sacrifices to stand up for what we believe in, to stand up for our sovereignty, to stand up for each other. Even if it means throwing a profession away that you gave your whole life to, fuck them. Fuck them and fuck this system, okay? We will create anew. So tell you one thing. You know, I saw something today in a group, fucking Pearl Jam group at that, where a nurse was saying that she doesn't trust this jab and she's not going to take it, and she tells everybody that she knows that they shouldn't take it. And then, you know, you get people that are like, oh, you just went to technical school, you don't know what you're talking about, blah blah blah. And it's like, man, so these people are good enough to treat you, they're good enough to treat you and touch your body and do things to you, but they're not good enough to be knowledgeable on current events, on what's going on in the world. Like, come on now, please get real. I'll tell you what, I don't give a shit about malpractice, about not having a license because you stand up for someone. You sweet, kind, wonderful doctor that I met this week, I would let you give me a pap smear. I mean, I'd open my legs to you, you sweet gynecologist, you sweet vagina doctor. I would so open my legs to you. Like, if, you know, if per se you had to leave the medical industry, I trust you. Trust you. I listen to what you were saying. I know what you're talking about. I know that you know what you're talking about. Okay. I trust people's education, especially those who have been through the medical industry and understand that what is going on is just absolutely not right at all. None of it. Right down to what they do to babies when they come out of the womb. So many things. So many fucking things that they're just not fucking right. This world just ain't right. But we are the change. You and me, us little peons, according to the system. Us little peons are the change. Those of you who are intertwined in this justice system, in the medical industry, in the pharmaceutical industry, you are the change. You are the ones who have a voice, who say, no, this isn't right. And I'm not going to stand for it. I'm not going to be a fucking Nazi order follower. I had a fucking conversation with this smug ass cop at the door at the courthouse, because of course they made me wear a mask to go in. I knew they would, so I put a handkerchief in my pocket. I knew they were going to force me. He was a smug piece of shit, you know. I don't like to say that I'm medically exempt, because it's a lie. I'm not going to lie. I'm not wearing a mask because I don't believe in what's going on, and I'm not a fucking satanic order follower. I'm not a blind sheep. But I threw out that, oh, I'm exempt. And he goes, oh, nobody's exempt. And then they proceeded to point that bullshit at my head, which I had no control over, telling them, do it on my wrist. No control at all. And he was just so smug, like, well, you're not getting into the courthouse if you don't wear a mask. And I'm sitting there saying to him, didn't you take an oath? Didn't you take an oath to uphold the law? And he was like, oh, it's not a law. It's judge's orders. It's a mandate. I said, yeah, there you go. Didn't you take an oath to support, and uphold the actual law? Not that the fucking law is any better than any fucking judge's orders or mandates. He was just smug. Smug as fuck. Of course, I walked away and just pulled my mask down right away. Lo and behold, there were bailiffs and clerks in the courthouse not wearing a mask at all. None. Orders for thee and not for me. Orders for thee and not for me. And the whole time that sheriff at the door was talking to me, kept pulling his mask down to talk to me. I'm like, what are you doing? You're breaking the rules yourself. And you're going to tell me, whatever. He kind of let it slip that if I pull the mask down in the courthouse, he was like, you can pull it down when you walk away, but you need to wear it walking in the courthouse, like something like that. But then he was still smug as fuck. Smug as fuck. He didn't like anybody standing up to him. All right, I'm gonna put my chickens to bed. It's getting so late, but look at this kitty. Look at this sweet kitty. Look at this sweet kitty. Oh, she's a sweet girl. Sorry. I thank you so much for paying me with your attention, okay? You stand up for yourselves, lions. If you're not agreeing with these shenanigans going down, you stop wearing your fucking mask. Stop it. Stop it. You have got to muster up the gusto to stand for yourself, to stand for others. And I'm telling you right now, when you walk into a place and you don't wear a mask, all these other order followers who are walking around, but there's a sign on the door. Yeah, fuck that sign. Fuck that sign. You don't need to wear a mask. You are leading by example. By standing up for yourself, you are standing up for others. Trust me, as simple as just going into the grocery store without a mask on. That's all it is. Can't tell you how many times heads just fucking turn when people see me without a mask. They're like, oh my God, oh, she's not wearing a mask. Can't tell you how many times people have seen me not wear a mask and pull theirs down because they realize, okay, nobody's gonna say anything to me, so I don't believe in this shit. I'm gonna take my mask off too. Some big things are coming. Stay strong, lions. Stay strong. Lead by example. Don't be afraid to voice your truth. Don't be afraid to speak your heart. Ever. All it takes is a little bit of gusto, I'm telling you. It's all it takes. You go into a place that says you can't be in there without your mask on, leave. Don't give them your money. Don't give them your money. Stand up for yourself. If you ever need anything at all, please feel free to email me, alisoul11@gmail.com. Snapchat, alisoul. Instagram, alisoul11. I don't go on those much, but I've been trying to because some of you like to contact me through that. Please feel free to message me anytime you want. Hit me up. I want to talk about anything at all. Even your cat's UTI, okay? Anything. I'm always here for you. I'm always here to give you some good energy when you need it. And thank you so much for yours, for giving it to me when I need it. Thank you wholeheartedly. Stay strong, lions. Thank you so much for paying me with your attention. And you be well. You be well.